Welcome to the Dungeon Brew Coffee Tavern, where every cup tells a story, and every story starts with a sip. Join us on a journey of adventure, camaraderie, and of course, the finest brews, served hot and steeped in mystery. From dragons to ancient legends, we're brewing up more than just coffee. Today's tale begins, where swords clash and songs rise, the choice of clan and cup alike must be made. Tonight, our unlikely companions find themselves at the Wolfswood Faire, a festival of games, feasts, and fierce rivalries. Yet beyond the cheers and challenges lies a contest most curious, a brewing competition that could sway the fate of the forest. So, dear listeners, pour yourself a drink, hit that like button, tell us where you're listening from, and join us at the Faire's secret brew. But before we dive into today's adventure, a quick word from our sponsor.
Hail and well met, fellow adventurers and coffee lovers. Here is a list of the events still to come in 2025 for the team at Dungeon Brew Coffee. These are both costumed and non-costumed events from August through December. On August 23rd, you'll find us at Wolfswood Faire in Appomattox, Virginia. On August 29th through September 1st, you'll find us at Fable LARP in Wakefield, Virginia. On September 6th and 7th, you'll find us at Harvest Fair 2025 in Smithfield, Virginia. On September 13th, you'll find us at the Heart of Virginia Festival in Farmville, Virginia. On September 20th, you'll find us at Kenbridge Farmers Market in Kenbridge, Virginia. On September 27th and 28th, you'll find us at Old Dominion Fantasy and Medieval Festival at Wind Vineyards at Smith Mountain Lake in Monetta, Virginia. On October 4th, you'll find us at Hearth and Hallows Night Market in Rustburg, Virginia. On October 11th and 12th, you'll find us at the Appomattox Railroad Festival in Appomattox, Virginia, unconfirmed. On October 17th through 19th, and again on October 24th through 26th, you'll find us at Ravenwood Fair in Winchester, Virginia. On October 31st, All Hallows Eve, you'll find us at the Fantasy Fest at Ix Park in Charlottesville, Virginia, unconfirmed. On November 1st, you'll find us at the second annual Veterans event in Pamplin, Virginia. On November 8th, you'll find us at the Veterans Day Festival in Hampton, Virginia, unconfirmed. On November 15th and 16th, you'll find us at Tournament at the Castle at Bacon's Castle in Surrey, Virginia, unconfirmed. On November 22nd, you'll find us at a Court of Wine and Whimsy at Woodbine Vineyards in Buffalo Junction, Virginia, unconfirmed. And on December 13th and 14th, you'll find us at the Yule Festival at Smithfield, Virginia, unconfirmed. Though some of these events are not yet fully confirmed, as of the making of this video, we are hoping to see you there. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram for any updates or changes to this schedule.
Now, grab your mug, settle in, and get ready for the next chapter in our brewing saga. Episode 34, The Faire's Secret Brew. The road into Wolfswood opened at last into sound and color. Tents and banners spread across the clearing like petals of some great wildflower. Music leapt from fiddles and flutes, laughter tangled with the bark of merchants, and the scent, oh, the scent. Roasted meats, honeyed cakes, and spiced meads, all drifting together in a cloud thick enough to make even the strongest will stumble. Here, lords and ladies paraded as peasants, and peasants strutted as lords. Sword fights clanged in one corner, dancers spun in another, jugglers tossed torches dangerously close to the dunk tank where an unfortunate soul perched above icy water. Above it all, two banners flapped proudly in the summer wind, the black and crimson crest of Night Cloak and the silver and green standard of Moonfang. For here at Wolfswood Faire, one question hung heavier than the mead barrels. Who will rule the forest this year?
Look! Look at all of it! The stalls go on forever. Pastries, meats, ooh, is that candied hazelnut drizzle? We must try everything.
Easy there, little flame. You'll end up in a stew pot if I let you run wild.
Do you not smell it? The spices! Warm cumin, charred pepper, garlic sizzling in butter. Oh, Wolfswood, you tempt me.
And I smell opportunity. Look at that swordplay. Not bad footwork, though they drop their guards far too often. I could take any one of them before they finish their second swing.
And no doubt you'll try if I don't tie you to a post first.
Yet amidst the revelry, Fate Skuld's gaze lingered not on banners or bread, but on shadows between the trees. She alone seemed to hear the ancient growl beneath the music, the whisper of teeth and claws, as if the clan's rivalry stretched deeper than the painted stages.
The wolves do not howl for games alone. Blood remembers. The forest keeps its score.
Attend, good people. Choose your side. Will you raise your cups for Night Cloak, strength by blood, honor by fire? Or will you howl for Moonfang, family, forest, freedom? Cast your allegiance and let the games begin.
Did you hear that? A contest. We must see.
Not just see, brother. Smell it, taste it, spice it. Did you hear? A brewing contest at sundown. Winner earns the Faire's cup and a contract with the ruling clan.
So, victory by froth and foam? That is my kind of battle.
You three can't even agree on dinner without setting something on fire. And you think you can win a contest with the fate of the forest attached?
Of course we can. We are Dungeon Brew Coffee.
And Wolfswood shall taste our might.
And so, dear listener, as the sun cast long shadows across the fair, our companions found themselves drawn not only into revelry, but into rivalry. For when brews decide banners, even the smallest sip may shape the fate of the forest. The rules of the contest were simple enough. Each brew must contain a rare wolfswood ingredient, found only among the fair stalls or earned in its games. Simple, that is, for anyone other than our companions. For where most saw a chance to trade fairly, they saw chaos waiting to be tapped. Java, bright-eyed and jittering with excitement, bounded toward a spice tent draped in pelts and herbs. Behind the stall, a wolf folk merchant's eyes gleamed like amber coals.
Payment for Wolfswood pepper is no coin, little dragon. Here, we trade in secrets.
Secrets? But I don't have any secrets. I'm very open. Very trustworthy.
Then no pepper for you.
Bradicus snores so loud it rattles the beams of the tavern roof.
There's a beat of silence. The merchant throws back his head and howls with laughter, tossing Java a pouch of shimmering red pepper flakes. From across the fair, a voice bellows.
I heard that.
Elsewhere, Nyved had been lured into a shouting crowd where a table groaned under a mountain of peppers. A sign read, "Eat the flame, earn the fame."
Step right up. Whoever lasts longest wins glory and Wolfswood Fire peppers.
Glory and peppers? Finally, a contest worthy of me.
He chomps down the first pepper. His cheeks puff, his eyes water, and suddenly, a sneeze like a thunderclap burst forth, scattering sparks and spice in every direction. Bats flew. A banner caught fire. The crowd roared with laughter instead of fear.
Strong, but not strong enough. Bring me the next one.
Meanwhile, Bradicus found himself volunteered, by strangers with mischievous grins, for the dunk tank. Yet where others plummeted into icy water with every throw, the monk stood tall, balanced, and utterly unshaken.
Oi, he's like a statue.
3 throws wasted and he hasn't even wobbled.
The ball smacks the target. The seat creaks, tips, then steadies. Bradicus crosses his arms, unimpressed.
Perhaps aim with your eyes open, I?
When at last no throw could budge him, the baffled game master sighed and pressed a bundle of wolfswood herbs into his hand.
Take it, you blasted mountain. You've earned it.
Not all victories came from contests. Patches, weaving through the crowd, spotted 2 jugglers wincing by the fire pit, their hands raw and blistered from dropped torches.
Hold still. A dash of salve, a whisper of willow bark. There. Better?
I, miss. Better than new. Here a gift for your kindness.
And into her paw they pressed a small vial of wolfswood honey, golden as the setting sun. By the time the sun bent low toward evening, the companions gathered, arms full of treasures, peppers, herbs, honey, and secrets best left unsaid. Yet Fate Skuld's eyes lingered on their prize with unease.
Choose wisely what you mix, for not all brews bring joy. Some awaken hungers not easily sated.
But joy is what we do best. How wrong could it go?
And so, with ingredients won by fire, laughter, balance, and kindness, the brewing was set to begin. Yet little did they know, the Wolfswood had ways of testing not only the drink, but the drinkers. As the sun slipped behind the treeline, the fair's laughter hushed into anticipation. Torches flared, drums rolled, and at the heart of Wolfswood a long table awaited, crowded with mugs, kettles, and cauldrons. One by one, clansmen and wanderers alike stepped forward, presenting their brews for judgment. Some carried meads thick as syrup, others ale as sharp as pine, and still others ciders bubbling with tart promise. Yet none looked quite so out of place, or quite so determined, as the odd little company from Dungeon Brew Coffee Tavern.
All right. Beans, check. Honey, check. Spice.
Double check. And triple. You can never have too much fire.
You absolutely can. Remember the stew last week? Half the tavern had hiccups for days.
Hiccups build character. Now, someone fetch me a kettle before I crush this table instead.
Steam curled as roasted beans met Wolfswood honey, the blend rich and dark. Nyved leaned close, dropping in his peppers with a flourish. Too many, perhaps, but subtlety was never his gift. 3 figures loomed at the head of the table. First, the Night Cloak elder, his gaze sharp as steel, his voice low as growl. Second, the Moonfang matriarch, eyes bright as moonlight, lips curved in mischief. And last, stumbling into his seat with a slosh of mead, the fierce appointed jester, already red-nosed, already half lost to laughter.
We judge with honor. Bring no trickery to the cup.
We judge with heart. Let the brew sing its story.
And I judge with kick. More mead. Where's my mug?
Java poured carefully, wings spread in focus. The honey glowed as it swirled, dark roast gleaming beneath. Nyved scattered his spice in a fiery arc, and the mixture hissed like a struck forge. The brew foams, sparks flying, steam curling upward with hints of cinnamon and smoke.
That's either genius or poison.
Probably both.
The elder lifted his mug first, sniffing as though testing an enemy's blade. He sipped, grimaced, and yet, his eyes glowed faintly with fire. The matriarch drank next, her smile widening as she set the mug down with a satisfied sigh.
Strong. Harsh. A brew of flame and steel. There's honor in this cup.
Warmth, spice, sweetness. A brew of hearth and kin. Yes, it tastes of family.
At last, the jester seized the mug, slopping most of it onto his lap. He guzzled noisily, then hiccuped sparks that singed his eyebrows.
It needs more. More.
He promptly toppled backward off his chair, snoring. For a heartbeat, silence fell, then both clans erupted. Night Cloak shouted that the fire belonged to them. Moonfang bellowed that the warmth was theirs. What began as cheering swelled into growls, then into the scrape of steel, the stomping of boots, the howl of old rivalries reignited.
I knew this was a terrible idea.
No, look! They love it!
Love isn't usually this loud.
Let them fight over it. Means we brewed something worth brawling for.
Thus, with one cup, the tavern's companions had poured more than drink. They had poured fuel upon the fire of Wolfswood itself. And the night was far from over. The Wolfswood had gone still. Torches flickered against painted banners, eyes burned with anticipation, and at the long table the 3 judges leaned over their cups, the fate of the fair in their hands.
Bitter as ash, hot as a forge. It burns the tongue, yet leaves the heart steady. A drink with strength, with fire, honor by flame.
He set the cup down like a gauntlet, his words heavy with pride.
Ha! And yet I taste sweetness too. Honey, hearth, the warmth of kin. This is no warrior's drink alone. No, this is family in a cup.
Her smile drew cheers from her clan, their voices rising like wolves under the moon.
It needs more. More fire, more honey, more mugs for me.
He collapses with a thud. A long pause, then uproarious laughter from the crowd. But laughter swiftly curdled. For at once, both clans rose to their feet, voices raised in challenge.
It is ours! A draft of fire, strong and unyielding.
No, it is spirit and kinship. Moonfangs to claim.
The scrape of steel, the growl of wolf throats, boots pounding. The fair shudders as torches sway, fists lift, and a brawl looms.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. I think we brewed a riot.
A riot is still applause, in its way.
Remind me why I didn't just stay home.
Because it's more fun out here.
Through the rising chaos, one voice alone rang steady, like water over stone. Fate Skuld, cloaked in shadow, stepped between the clans, her words low, yet clear enough to still a dozen blades.
Perhaps it is not who rules the Wolfswood, but what is shared within it, that matters most.
A hush falls. Not peace, but hesitation. Enough to keep blood from spilling, for now. And so, as the clans muttered and glared, as the judges argued and the jester snored, our companions slipped quietly away. Did their brew forge unity, or fracture the fair further? Only the Wolfswood itself knew. But dear listener, remember this, sometimes the finest brews stir more than mugs. They stir hearts, and rivalries alike. The fire is low, the mugs are empty, and tonight's tale has come to an end. But the journey is far from over. Thank you for gathering with us at Dungeon Brew Coffee Tavern, where adventure brews with every sip. Join us next time as new challenges arise, mysteries deepen, and the magic of the tavern unfolds. If you enjoyed this taste of adventure, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell so you never miss a new episode. We'll save a seat for you at the tavern. See you soon.